Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today you are watching my jewellery collection for 2023. So I first made a jewellery collection a couple of years ago. It was one of the first videos on my channel. You can still go back and watch it if you really want to. But I thought I would do an updated version because my jewellery collection has definitely grown since that video. Obviously, making videos, I do sometimes get to work with different jewelry brands and get gifted pieces from time to time. So I thought I would show you my full collection and let you know about my favourite pieces, my favourite brands, my top recommendations if you're wanting to build a small but well refined high quality jewellery capsule. In terms of storage, I have this stackers unit here. You can add to it, so you can add different drawers and compartments to it as your jewellery collection may grow. So I really like that about it. Mine also has a see-through lid, like an acrylic lid on top, so I can see all of my most worn jewellery at a really easy kind of view every morning. So it just makes choosing jewellery and knowing where things are a little bit easier. So I would definitely recommend these, and I'll leave them linked down below. I will leave as much as I can linked down below. Obviously some of these pieces will not be shoppable anymore, but I will do my best to find similar alternatives if they are no longer available. I'm going to start with earrings because earrings are definitely my favourite pieces of jewellery. They're probably what I have the most of, either earrings or necklaces, and I just think because they're closest to your face, it's what most people see. Sometimes people don't see things like rings or bracelets, but earrings people always notice when they're talking to you, when they're looking at you. So they're definitely my favourite piece of jewellery to invest in. And I have quite a collection of earrings. So some of them are in this lower section, which I think is mostly designed for rings, but I do keep some smaller hoops and some studs in this section because it's really easy to contain them and they don't move about too much. And then some bigger hoops I have in these first sections or compartments here. So I'll talk you through some of my favourites. The first pair I wanted to mention are the ones I'm wearing now because these are definitely some of my most worn over the last couple of months. These are some gold hoops from Linjer. If you saw my Linjer review video a few months ago, you'll know that I bought these in both gold and I also got the silver one because I was so impressed with them. And these continue to be some of my most worn pieces of jewellery now. I love how lightweight they are. They are effortless. You cannot feel them on your ears at all. I have quite a few hoops. They're definitely my favourite kind of earring, a hoop. As opposed to a stud or anything else, but a lot of the other hoops I own are a lot more weighty, they're a lot chunkier, they're a lot more full on and a lot more of a statement, so they're not necessarily appropriate for day to day, whereas these ones, because they are so lightweight, I don't know if you can tell, but they just, you can't feel that they're in there. They're super appropriate for every day and you don't get tired of wearing them, your ears don't drag down, they don't feel heavy, but they still look really beautiful and shiny. I love the tone of the gold of these. I know they might not be for everyone because they are quite a yellow toned gold as opposed to a more lighter, paler gold, but I really love that about them, especially in the summer because they really catch the light. They're very mirrored and shiny, so they definitely reflect a lot of light, and I think they bring a lot of warmth to my face and to my outfits, particularly in the summer when I want that more kind of golden warm toned glow. And because I don't tan very easily, I like to bring that in with some shiny gold jewellery. So these are definitely some of my most worn, and I will leave these linked down below. I do also have a discount code for Linjer if you would like to purchase anything from them. I will leave it on screen and in the description box as well. As I said, I do love these earrings so much that I own them in the silver. They're exactly the same. They're a perfect size for an everyday hoop as well. They're not too large, but they're not too small, and I love how mirrored and shiny they are. So this is the silver version. I definitely wear the gold slightly more. It's partly because it is summer now and I love the warmth that the gold bring, but partly just because I have more gold jewellery in general, so I can pair these with other pieces in my collection much more easily. But I do also really love the silver. The quality is just as good. I also have other hoops. I have these Mejuri hoops, which are a two-toned gold and silver hoop. So I like these for when I want to mix my metals and I want to intentionally wear two different colours of metal. They're both gold and silver, so you can really easily match either a silver necklace, bracelets, or gold as well. These are quite heavy though, so these are ones that I don't necessarily wear all day. If I'm going out to dinner or something like that, then I'm happy to put these on, but I probably wouldn't wear them for a full day just because they are surprisingly weighty, especially because they're not that big. They're very thick and chunky. Some of my other favourite jewellery pieces and brands, I have these little tiny pearl hoops. They're a huggy hoop from Missoma. These were a gift. I believe they're solid gold with tiny little pearls on them. I love these for a very understated look. They are really, really super small, but the pearls give them that extra little bit of detail. They definitely have that kind of old money aesthetic to them, which I really like. And as I said, they're from Missoma. I have a couple of pieces from Missoma, but not as much as some other brands. I love my hoops, as you can tell. So I also have these hoops. I really like these actually. These are like a double hoop. So it's one hoop, but it has two layers to it. So it almost looks as if you're wearing two different earrings. These were from Luisa. These were gifted quite a long time ago now, about 1.5 years ago. But yes, I really like these. I believe these are gold plated and they've got the cubic zirconia stones in one side of them. So I do like those because they're a little bit different. Some of my most complimented earrings whenever I wear them on YouTube are these ones here, which is surprising because these are just costume jewellery earrings. I believe that they were from Accessorize, I want to say, if you're in the UK. I think I bought them about 5 years ago for a Christmas party, and I have worn them quite a few times since. I definitely don't wear them every day, but when I want to make a bit more of a statement with my jewellery, these are a really nice go-to, and they are beautiful. They almost have this molten gold look to them with the pearl on them, and they definitely add a lot of flair and a lot of character to any outfit. So sometimes I wear these really casually with a jumper if I want to spice things up, but also I'll more often wear them to events with a fancy dress, particularly at Christmas. I really love to wear these. So yeah, those were probably only about 15 or 20 pounds, but they're still going strong about 5 years later. They haven't really tarnished, probably because I don't wear them that often, but yes, they are really beautiful. I'll try and find something similar either from Accessorize or from another brand and link it down below because I do get a lot of questions on these earrings. I love pearls as well, so I also have these silver earrings from Vinader. These have a dangly pearl on them as well, but they're a much more subtle earring. They're a little silver hoop. It's a huggy hoop, so they sit really close to the earlobe, and you can actually remove the pearl. So if you just want to wear the huggy by itself, you can do that, or you can add the pearl to another earring or even a necklace or a bracelet as well. And I really love that versatility about these. So I do really like these earrings as well. And these are more of like a day-to-day dangly hoop for me. As I said, I have loads of earrings, so I'm going to whiz through some of these. I've got this pair of rose gold hoops. I don't own many rose gold pieces anymore, but these are some that I do own. I've had these for quite a few years. They're from Pandora. They're a hoop. They've got these cubic zirconia stones all the way through them. These are really pretty, really quite subtle, but really beautiful. Pandora are really great for some slightly more affordable jewellery options. I find them a little bit less expensive than some of the other brands I own. I also have a couple of pairs of studs. I don't own many studs because sometimes I feel because I have dark hair and I wear my hair down most of the time, a stud can get lost and you can't really see it. So I often do opt for something dangly or a hoop, but I do own a couple of pairs of studs. These particular ones are some diamond studs. They were really simple diamond. I got these for my 21st birthday, I believe. So a good 7 years or so ago now, and they're really beautiful. They were a gift. I also have these studs, which are a pair of star earrings. I can't remember where these are from, to be honest, because these were also a gift. But they're a rose gold star. They're really subtle, really small. They've got diamonds in them. I think they're real diamonds. And yes, I got these for my graduation from university. Okay, the final pair of earrings I will show you are these fun ones. These are really cool. I got these from PD Paolo when I worked with them a few months ago, so these were gifted. But I really love these. These are an earring that I either wear for more special occasions, or again, if I want to spice things up and wear them with a jumper or a t-shirt, then I do that as well. They're really beautiful, and I've not seen anything like them before. They're just quite unusual in that they They sit kind of across the earlobe and then they dangle down, and they're all these different coloured stones. So yes, I really love those as well. Okay, I'm going to move on to rings now. I own quite a few rings, but not as many as earrings. So the main brands I own this gorgeous simple twist band ring from Linjer. This was also in my Linjer review video, and I've absolutely loved wearing this one as well. It's so delicate and so simple, and I love Linjer for these simple stacking rings because they're really affordable. They're not very expensive, but you can buy a few and you can wear them with perhaps bigger, more statement rings, or stack them up so you have a few of these smaller rings on at a time, and I'm a really big fan of doing that. So yes, I definitely recommend Linjer for these smaller, more dainty rings, whether they're in gold or silver. This particular one is in silver, but they do plenty of them in gold as well, and they fit beautifully. They're really good quality. They're 100% recycled, and this one is sterling silver. So yes, big fan of that one. I do have a few other silver rings, but they tend to be more bigger, slightly more statement rings. I have this ring, which I feel like was so popular about 7-8 years ago. It's the Pandora princess ring. I still own this. I bought this for myself when I was about 22 or something like that. So it was one of the first like investment pieces of jewellery that I bought for myself, and I still love it and I still wear it. It's quite young perhaps, maybe a little bit too young for me now, but I still really like it, and obviously I like it for sentimental reasons as well. And yeah, these were all over social media a few years ago. I have quite a few Pandora rings. Actually, most of my rings are from Pandora, and a lot of them are just like simple band rings. I feel like my fingers are warm because it's a really hot day, so they're feeling a little tight. But this is just like a simple band ring with cubic zirconia stones. I also have a couple of these wishbone rings. I've got one in silver and one in rose gold. So I like to just stack these and wear them together, wear them with other more statement rings as well. That's the rose gold one there. And then I also have this one, which is a little bit more sparkly, also from Pandora. So this one is similar to the princess ring. Actually, I think this might be called the tiara ring, so it's quite similar. I bought this on Black Friday a couple of years ago now, and I like to just stack it with some of my other Pandora rings. If I'm wanting something quite sparkly, I'll tend to wear this more for special occasions or events or something like that, because it does definitely reflect and catch the light quite beautifully. So those are all my Pandora rings. Another ring I have that I really love is this gold plated ring from PD Paola again, when I worked with them back in February. This is really nice. It's really easy to wear. I find myself wearing this a lot actually, because it's a little bit more elevated than a simple ring, and I don't have that many gold rings, so if I'm wearing gold jewellery, I'll often pop this on my this finger on my right hand, and I really like how it looks. I do also have a few gold rings from Missoma. I bought these in 2019, so before I started my channel and I tried Missoma for the first time, I bought myself these 3 gold, very simple rings. This was when Missoma was really popular, when Lucy Williams first did her collaboration with the brand, and I was obsessed with them. Again, these are a little tight. Some of them are a little tight, but I still like to wear them. This one is a slightly open ring with a stone, if you can see that, and just like simple band rings as well. So yeah, these are really pretty when I'm wearing gold. Again, particularly in the summer, I like to wear these. I remember I actually bought these before a holiday because I wanted some gold jewellery to wear on holiday, and I definitely still get plenty of wear out of these. Annoyingly, I can't find one of my favourite rings at the moment. I've done that thing where I've taken it off and it's probably in a jacket pocket or a coat pocket or a bag, and I'm just not sure where it is at the moment, but I will pop a picture of it on screen. It's my vintage ring from Rock and Rose. I bought this at the beginning of this year. I decided to start a little tradition where I buy myself one piece of vintage jewellery every birthday. So this was the piece I chose for my 28th. and I really love it. It's a beautiful blue stone, it's 9 carat solid gold, and Rock and Rose is a jewellery brand that offer new jewellery, so they have their own collection, but they also source vintage rings. So once a month they drop a collection of vintage rings on their website and they promote them through their Instagram, and this is the one I chose from their collection, but they do it every month, so definitely check Rock and Rose out if you wanted a vintage piece of jewellery. I think they only do rings, but they're really beautiful, and they have them in all different sizes and shapes and stones and things like that as well. Let's move on to necklaces. So I love necklaces. Necklaces are another category of jewellery I wear almost every day. This first one I'm wearing today is a gold necklace from Missoma. So this very much matches a lot of my Missoma gold jewellery, like the rings and the pearl earrings as well. I would say this is one of my most worn necklaces. I'm not sure why. I just tend to reach for it a lot. It might be the length of the chain. It's a little bit longer than a lot of my other necklaces, and it's really simple, but it's also not tiny. A lot of my necklaces are very small, so you can barely see them when I'm wearing perhaps a chunkier jumper or something like that, whereas this one is always visible because it's a little bit bigger and longer. So this is one of my favourites. Another one of my favourites is a newer find to me. This is from Vinader. It's this beautiful Nura shell necklace. It's a similar length to the Missoma one, which again is why I think I like it so much, and it's a beautiful shell shaped pendant. I absolutely love it. It's so shiny. Missoma silver, no, Vinader silver is very light toned. I don't know if I've got anything I compare it to. I mean, even if I compare it to the Linjer hoops, for example, I don't know if you're going to be able to tell the difference in the tone of the silver. I think you can. It's much, much lighter. So if you want like a light, bright silver, I definitely recommend Vinader, and I really particularly love this necklace. One of my most worn necklaces as well is this pearl necklace from Etsy. I think I bought this last year, and it's a really small pearl necklace. It's almost like a choker. It's not quite a choker, but it's quite high up on the neck. It sits about there, and it's just really beautiful. As I said, I bought it from Etsy because I couldn't find anything exactly how I wanted it from a high street shop. So I would definitely recommend checking out Etsy for jewellery. This was handmade. It's actually not pearls. It's very small little stones, but it kind of looks like pearls. I think it looks a little bit more modern than a big chunky pearl necklace. So I really like that one. I also have this necklace, which is quite fun, which also has pearls on it. This one is a more colourful option. It has these green and pink and white little beads on it and some pearls. This is something I would wear more on holiday, on the beach with a bikini, that kind of thing. I think it's got that tropical kind of holiday vibe, but I really like this. This was a gift. I also have this necklace, which was also a gift a long time ago. This is a beautiful, is this a sapphire? I think it's a sapphire. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think it's a sapphire. It's this beautiful stone on this silver chain. Definitely more of a statement, not something I wear day to day, but it looks really pretty on. And yeah, I got gifted the stone itself a long time ago, and then eventually it also got put on a setting and got a chain for it as well. I do also have a diamond pendant necklace that goes with those diamond stud earrings that I showed you earlier. This is another really simple but beautiful piece of jewellery. It's just a diamond on a platinum, I believe. Oh, I've got it the wrong way around. A diamond on a platinum chain. So I don't know if this is going to focus on any of this, but that is it. So it's absolutely beautiful. It just sits about there and it's really, really stunning. Another necklace I have from Mejuri. I was getting my brands confused because they all seem to start with M. You've got Vinader, Mejuri and Missoma. This is from Mejuri. It's this two-toned link necklace. So this goes with the two-toned earrings I also have from Mejuri. Really like that one as well. Again, if I want to wear multiple tones of metal, then this is a really great option. And I have so many necklaces actually. I tend to get gifted necklaces quite a lot, both from people in my life and also brands. So I have this little K necklace from PD Paula. This is just an initial necklace. This is also really beautiful. It has obviously a K in it for Katie, and I really like wearing that. I like that it's really subtle, but it's obviously personalised. I also have this necklace, which it was a gift. I have no idea where this is from actually, or at least I can't remember. It's this gold necklace with, I think it's got a little knot in it, which is why it's not sitting properly. But it's got a little hexagon. Should know my shapes. A hexagon pendant on it with diamonds in it. So that's really small. I like these because they're good layering necklaces. So you can layer them up with either other small necklaces or a chunkier one, which I like to do. I think that's mostly it for necklaces. I do have a few necklaces that are not currently in my tray because they are tangled and need untangling. I have a real bad habit of taking necklaces off and then not putting them properly into my jewellery box, and then they get tangled. And finally, I want to talk a little bit about bracelets and watches. So I don't have that many bracelets. I don't know why, I just don't tend to reach for them. I do have a few. I've got this silver bangle with a little diamante cubic zirconia stone on it. This is from Monica Vinader. I also have this bracelet. These were gifted from Monica Vinader a while ago. This little rope cord bracelet, also from Monica Vinader. I like to wear these together when I am wearing silver. I have this bracelet. It's a bit of a random one. It's like this beaded bracelet. I think I bought this. I didn't really know why I bought this. Oh, I think I bought this just before I went to Bali because I thought it was quite Bali vibes, but I don't really wear it, to be honest, but it is kind of nice. I would definitely wear this on holiday again or in the summer. I have a few gifted bracelets as well. I have this chain. This is quite an interesting tone of gold actually. It's a very light yellowy gold. This is, I believe this is Ana Luisa. Yeah, I think this is from Ana Luisa. It's a very nice paperclip chain bracelet. I also have this bracelet, which is a more true kind of traditional shade of gold, which is from Nordgreen. And I also have this bracelet, which is just a simple pearl bracelet, which I wear quite often because I like to pair pearls with both silver and gold because I feel like they go with everything really. I think this was from Ana Luisa as well. So that is everything I'm going to show you in the top tray. As I said, it's about 90% of my jewellery collection. There are a few pieces perhaps scattered around the house somewhere, but you get the gist. Those are some of my favourite brands, some of my favourite and most worn items. I definitely would recommend Linjer, I would recommend Mejuri, and I would recommend Missoma. I do like Monica Vinader as well, but I do think they're more expensive than the other brands, as I mentioned in my Monica Vinader video. If you're looking for slightly more affordable options, then Ana Luisa and PD Paula are also really lovely. I've loved all of my pieces from them. They're just usually gold plated rather than gold vermeil, so they're not necessarily as high quality. However, they are more affordable if you're on a smaller budget. The final section I wanted to talk about is just what's in this little second drawer. If I can show you without everything falling out. As I said, I have loads of jewellery boxes in here. Oh, I have loads of jewellery boxes. Sometimes I throw them away and then sometimes I keep them. I don't really know why. They're good for travel though, and they're good for, well, travel, and that's about it. So I've got some Linjer ones, Missoma, Rock and Rose. I guess if you ever want to sell a piece of jewellery as well, which I don't tend to do, I don't really sell any of my jewellery because I tend to, even if I'm not wearing a piece for a good few months, I'll tend to rediscover it and then start wearing it again. But if you wanted to sell, obviously having the case it came in is handy. And then the only other thing I have in here really are my watches. I have 4 watches. So I've got this watch, which is the oldest in my collection. This is from Daniel Wellington. It's a leather watch with gold face. I believe this is called the Bristol watch, which is nice because I live in Bristol. So yes, I got this while I was at university. So a good 7, I think it was maybe my 20th. So a good 8 years ago now, and I still do wear this, although it needs a new battery because it doesn't tell the time, but I wear it mostly for aesthetic reasons anyway. And then I have my 3 Nordgreen watches because, as you know, I do work with Nordgreen on a fairly regular basis, so I have a few of their watches. This, I believe, is the Philosopher in the silver. It's a chunkier watch. My other 2 from them are more delicate, but this is the chunkiest. I really love this when I want slightly more masculine kind of watch. It is absolutely beautiful, and I love the quality. It's really heavy and thick, but yes, it's definitely a more masculine style. My most worn from Nordgreen is probably actually my gold Unica, just because, as I said, I do wear gold the most, and it's got this really gorgeous navy face on it as well, which I absolutely love. And then my final watch from them is my latest edition, and it is, I think this is the Unica as well, but it's on the chain strap, so it's kind of designed to look more like a bracelet, and I really love this one in the silver as well. Although I have to say, I've seen the gold version and I think I like that even more, so I kind of want to add the gold version at some point as well. But yes, the silver is really beautiful for those days I'm wearing my silver pieces. The other great thing with Nordgreen is you can buy the straps separately. So I have this mesh strap that I can add on to my gold Unica. I also have a leather strap, which I don't tend to add on just because it's very similar to my Daniel Wellington, but I can add this on to my Unica as well to change out the look of it. So I really like the versatility of the Nordgreen watches. And that is it. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed seeing all of my pieces and my full collection. Let me know what you think of it. Let me know your favourite items down below. As I said, I will link as much as is still available in the description box in case you are interested in shopping or having a look at any of the pieces I've mentioned. I'll include similar alternatives to pieces that are no longer available. Do give this video a like if you did enjoy it. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I will leave my Linjer discount code on screen here and in the description box in case you would like to treat yourself to a pair of Linjer hoops or anything else on their website. I can fully recommend them as a brand. I'll also leave some more videos for you to watch in my jewellery series on screen here. If you haven't watched some of my latest brand reviews, I'll leave the Linjer one and I'll leave the Monica Vinader one for you to choose from as well. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great rest of your day, and I will see you very soon in my next video. Bye!